How's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. Just want to put out a quick message to everybody that's going to be watching this stream. After it's done, I'm about to hit 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. Super happy. Just want to say thank you to everybody that subscribed. I want to say thank you to everybody that shared my videos. Thank you for the support. I appreciate it, guys. Without you, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be even doing this if there was no support. Because shit, I can only fight this thing for so long. So, want to say huge thank you to everybody that's tuning in. I want to say huge thank you to everybody that's subscribing. I want to say huge thank you to everybody that's supporting me. And in return, I want to give you something special. My course is actually going to be 50% off. So by the time you're watching this video, it should be reduced to 50%. So this is just a little thank you. It's only going to be for 2 days. It's only going to be for a couple of days. So that's it. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you're gonna be able to take advantage of this. Typically it's $700, but I lowered it to 50%. Just so like there is no excuse for people not to be educated. There's absolutely no excuse for people, to say, Dan, I got screwed. Dan, I got fucked. Dan, I paid ridiculous amount of money for my car. I want to eliminate all the excuses. So after these couple of days, I'm gonna put it back to $700, which is the full price of it. But just for this next couple of days, it's gonna be $350, half the price. Go ahead, check it out. All right, how's it going, everybody? Just want to talk to some people in the stream here. Rick Reviews, how you doing, man? Hey, Flyby, how's it going, man? Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. I see you changed your icon. How's it going, KC? What's going on, Mr. Nilt? What type of cars did you sell? My home base dealership was Honda, so that's kind of where I was stationed at. That stationed, stationed. That's where my desk was. That's where my office. That's where my cubicle was. But I worked in the dealership where I worked. They owned, like I said, they're the biggest dealership in the country. I mean, actually in the world. So I had like 13 or 14 dealerships in my city, and 10 of them were like literally 5 minutes away. So there's dealerships across the street. There's like just bunch of dealerships on one road. You just drive. There's dealerships left and right, left and right, left and right, and we owned like all the big ones, all the actual real size dealership, not the parking lots that sell cars, but actual dealerships. We own that. So I mean, I had access. I could have sold anything from a Honda to a fucking Ferrari to a Bugatti. And I had customers that were asking me about Range Rovers. I could sell Range Rover, Volvos. Range Rover, Volvo, Jaguar was literally like 15 minutes away, 20 minutes away from me. 15 minutes, like super close. And then Audi, Volkswagen, Toyota, Chevy, Mitsubishi, Mazda. Shit, I know I'm missing something. Chevy, did I mention that? I think that's it. It was like, it's 13 of them. I'm probably forget. Oh, Scion. Scion was also a thing back then before they got merged with Toyota. What else is there? Yeah. Is that it? Yeah, I think so. I think so. So yeah, I sold all sorts of cars. Yeah, thanks, Rebecca. Appreciate it. Yeah, guys, there's gonna be a discount on my course because I'm about to hit 10,000 subscribers. So I wanted to do a little special. I was thinking, man, what can I do? What can I do to what can I give to people that supported my channel? What can I do for the people that are constantly giving me thumbs up, constantly sharing my videos, saying all the good things. What can I do to them? Hell, why not give them the most? I mean, what people are coming here for? People are coming here to get educated, to save money on cars. Shit, let's do that. So I discount my course by 50%. So yeah, it's only gonna be for a couple of days. I'm not Salvation Army here. I gotta fucking, I got my own shit to take care of. I can't be giving away shit for free left and right. But for a limited amount of time, I can do it. What do you Um, Costronaut music. What do you do when you got a car loan, but they require you require pay stubs and you don't have them? You're asking the right guy. You're asking the right guy. Okay, so you got a car loan, right? And then you know, you lied to them apparently, and they're asking you about pay stubs. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what to do, but I heard some people will take somebody else's pay stubs, Photoshop them, put a phone, different phone number, different company. Say they're working for some very super tiny business, and and they're gonna make a like I know somebody that actually went to Walmart, got themselves a one of those prepaid phone plans. It was like $30 and the cheap ass phone. So the whole gig was like price of photoshopping was if you know somebody who can use Photoshop, and then it was like $50 phone with the plan. So and then as soon as that phone called, he knew because there's only one person that he gave that phone number to. He allegedly he picked up the phone as a business. Hey, hello, this is Bob Smith lawn mowing. How can I help you? And the other person be like, hey, I'm calling from the bank. Joe Blow, did he take out a loan for $1 million, and is he really making $80,000 in your company? Yes, sir, he is. So I mean, shit, you're asking a Russian guy how to scheme a bank? Oh boy. I haven't done it, but I heard some people doing it. I bought a used 2018 Kia. Lance, this is to you, buddy. I bought a used 2018 Kia Forte EX highest trim with only Kia Forte EX 1600 miles for $15,000. What do I think? I don't know. It may be a good deal. It may be a shitty deal. It may be an amazing deal. It may be the best possible deal. Here's the thing. I don't know. How are we comparing this $15,000 to everything else? If everything else is selling for 15 and you bought it for 15, you didn't get anything special. But everything else is getting sold for 20, and you're selling it, and you bought yours for 15. Hell yeah, you got a good deal. So you gotta compare. You gotta compare. Yeah. The course is gonna be on sale tomorrow morning to everybody that's gonna be hopping to the website. Uh, Thank you, because if you are gonna be saving all your points are so correct in the process of uh, buying a car, but giving them hard time. Absolutely, car dealerships do not deserve your money easy way. They simply don't, guys. You gotta make them work for it. Okay, you can't be just handing your money over. You gotta make them work for it. You gotta make them fight for it. All right. Um, Lance, by the way, can I ask you for a huge favor? If my content, if my videos helped you, could you do a review, just like 1 minute video review of your car that you bought? Just brag about it a little bit. Post a video on our Facebook group, 60 Minute Car, because a lot of people say I saved a bunch of money, but then everybody being stingy with them reviews. It takes like 1 minute. That's it. You don't even have to be good looking. Then when a new model year for a car comes out, how much do you think you can save? Okay, I know what you're talking about. Okay, Charlie, Mukar. Here's the thing, buddy. When a new model comes out, it's on a brand new car. It's very hard to save money because everybody and their mama is lining up for that car. Like it's like Telluride is coming. Telluride came out a few months ago. Dealerships are charging $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 on top of that shit. The new C8 is gonna come out next year. Motherfuckers are lining up with $10,000 over sticker price. Like, son, what you doing paying over sticker? You shouldn't be paying at sticker. You shouldn't even be paying this sticker. There's some motherfuckers out there will pay over sticker. You're not buying a fucking Ferrari. You're not buying Ferrari. What's that? Shit. What's the Ferrari F40? No. Ford, not Ferrari. Ford. Shit. What's the two-door Ford limited? That they remodeled. They did a reboost. It was supposed to compete with Ferrari F40. I think if I'm not mistaken, and it actually won. That's the for Ford GT. I think that GT40 or something. Fuck, I forgot the name. But yeah, if you're buying a very rare car, sure, buy it. If you're buying, $500,000 car that's gonna be $1 million 2 years later, pay over sticker, not a problem. I know the car business game. I know the flipping game. But if you're buying a car and you're gonna be keeping it for a long time, you got no business jumping on that shit as if they're not gonna be selling tomorrow, as if this car is not gonna be selling cheaper at Christmas time, as if this car is not gonna be selling cheaper next year. In fact, since we're talking about buying new cars, I wanna touch on another point. You got no business buying a car if your car still runs. If you don't need to buy a car, don't buy a car. I mean, that's the best thing you can do is don't buy a car. Like for real, I actually made a video. The best thing you can do is not buy a car. I know it sounds crazy, but it truly is the best thing. The best thing you can do is drive the car that you have, maintain it, and only buy a new car whenever you absolutely have to have it. Maybe your family's growing, maybe you got business going on, you got a side hustle, you need a minivan, you need a truck, something's going on and you need a new car. You need it. If you need it, go for it. But if you're just gonna update this car for absolutely no reason, then I don't think it's a good idea, to be honest with you. All right, guys, I'm 5 minutes behind on comments. I'll catch up with you, I promise. Okay. J.R. Isles. All right, J.R. Isles, this is to you about buying a brand new car. And you're asking about custom car. Okay, it depends on what you mean a custom car. Do you mean car to your specifications as a brand new car? Then it's not a problem. It's very easy to do. This is how you do it. This is why everybody that subscribed, everybody that clicked the notifications button, they're going to be able to ask the questions and bam, you got your answer right here, literally in 2 minutes. Okay, so JR, scenario number one, you want to get a car built for you specifically how you want it from the manufacturer. It's not a custom car. It's just a car to order. A custom car would be something you take to a shop and you customize the shit out of it. So it's very simple. You build a car exactly how you want it on the website. You get an email list for 100, 200, 300, 400 dealerships. For example, if you're buying a Honda, right? You get 300 emails for the dealerships, right? Then you email them the same exact email. What's your best possible price on this car? I got money ready to buy. If you give me the best possible price, I'll make this deal happen to you, with you right now. That's it. That's what you do. And you can even include your zip code for tax purposes if they care. And make a separate email. Congratulations, GR. In 2 minutes, you got your answers. So buying a new car is super easy. It's even buying a custom car. It's not really a custom. It's just a car to order. It has the wheels you want, the paint you want, interior you want, all the accessories you want, how you want it. So it's super easy. Some dealerships will tell you, oh, we can't discount the car because it's specific. Fuck you, you can't discount this car. That's why you shop 200-300 dealerships nationwide with a brand new car. It's easier to shop a brand new car than a used car. Because a brand new car, you build that shit and you have unlimited amount of time. As much time as you want, okay? You're not restricted by time. You can be waiting a month, 2 months, 3 months. You're just sitting there replying to emails. That's it. You're not in a hurry. It's super easy. Do not let dealerships tell you that, hey, we can't discount this car because it's a ordered car. It's a specific build. fuck that shit. Uh, when sending emails, is it better to fill out a contact page on the dealer site or to get direct email of a salesperson? D, it doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter. D, whenever you're sending an email, right? It doesn't matter who the hell you're sending that email to, okay? You're gonna get forwarded to the right place. You can send the email even to the service department about buying a car. Well, guess what? They're gonna send that email to the right place. It doesn't matter. They are so eager to sell you a car. You can be sending that email to a monkey. Fuck. Half the time I feel like I'm sending emails to a monkey. Kevin Vintage. Thanks, man. Appreciate. Yeah, how's it going in Arizona? Hot as hell. At least it's not moist. Uh, I just bought 2017 Mercedes C-Class convertible for 35K. Good deal or no, or no, low miles. I have no idea. It depends. Like what color is the interior? If it's red interior, that shit is more valuable. That shit is more expensive. Next, I don't know what you mean by low miles. Some people think 30,000 miles is low miles. Some people think 5,000 miles is low miles. But Castromic Music, do a video. Hop in on their Facebook page in a group. Do 1 minute video review. Hey, my name is so and so. I just bought this sick Mercedes. Dan shit helped me out. Check him out. That's it. I mean, it's simple as that. Okay, John Isola. My son just turned 16 looking for a safe sedan under $10,000. What do you recommend? What do I recommend? I recommend $5,000 sedan and $5,000 worth of driving school. I'm not fucking joking. Not trying to be sarcastic, not trying to be funny. I highly recommend you buy them. Shit. Yeah, under $10,000. Okay, Lexus, Toyota, Honda, Mazda, Infiniti is pretty decent. Just make sure you're buying like Infiniti that doesn't have a lot of miles. Honda, Hyundai. Okay, let's start this over. I'm sorry, I fucked up. Lexus, Hyundai, Kia, Honda, Toyota, Mazda. I think any of those cars you buy, they're gonna be safe. We're over. I mean, unless you're buying a fucking Jeep Wrangler, that shit is matchsticks glued with fucking boogers. All the sedans are relatively safe. This is not 1980s or something like that. There's very, very, very few cars that are unsafe. But if you got a kid that's like 16 years old, and if you got track around you, I would literally spend $5,000 teach him how to drive on a track with a professional driver. I would literally. That's the best thing you can do. Cars are gonna come and go. Skills, that shit is gonna stay with him for the rest of his life. How's it going, Joe Mama? Ivan Drago versus Rocky. Who were you rooting for? Rocky, dude. I hate them commie bastards. Oh shit, Rocky all the way. What's my thoughts on Kia Stinger? I think it's a good car. I think Kia is definitely entering the big boys club. They're competing with Mercedes now. They're competing with fucking Beamers, with Jags. Have you noticed that Kia Stinger kind of looks like Porsche Panamera? I mean, they're really hitting hard. They're playing big boys game now. They're stepping up their shit. They're really doing almost everything they can. Well, not all. They're like 70% committed. I want to say 100% committed. They're 70% committed to actually quality cars and making an impact and growing their company. 70% committed. They're not 100%. They're not even near 100%, but they're trying. They need me to be at 100%. Is this the Steve Richards live stream? Oh my god, hard. Yep, this is Steve. Oh, that shit was funny. That shit was hilarious. Lance McKnight. Yes, everywhere else was charging $17,000 for. Yeah, dude. Looks like you got yourself a good deal. Congratulations, bro. Lance, just hit me up with that video review. I want to see what you got. Uh, Mr. Prickly Pear. Thank you. I appreciate it. Prickly Pear. You mean a cactus, huh? Appreciate it, bud. Appreciate the support. Uh, Gary Bravo. RV are they bunch of crook dealers? Oh boy. Oh god. The amount of markup there is on RVs. Whew, if you guys knew, you would lose your shit. Guys, the amount of money that salesmen make when they sell an RV, whew, it's ridiculous. I mean, car salesmen are nothing compared to RV salesmen or boat salesmen. Oh boy. Ford GT, that's what it was. Yeah, fly by. Thanks, appreciate it, man. Uh oh, Stephen, how's it going, man? How's it going, man? You do to tell me what you think about your Sienna. How's it been treating you? Uh, Charlie. Gotcha, Charlie. I see what you're saying. So, the new model came out, right? They did the restyling of a body. They added features here and there, and you want to buy the older model, right? Yes, those cars are actually really good deals because all dealerships are trying to get rid of them, and people are trying to buy all the new shit. So what you can come in, you can come into the dealership, not physically come into the dealership, but over the internet, online, or over the phone, and be like, hey guys, these cars, they're gonna be costing you more money because you have to pay them for the car like $300 every single month. They're selling a 30, 40, $50,000 car. They don't have millions of dollars to buy on. I mean, they do, but they're not going to be spending. So they take out these huge loans, 100, 200, 300, 500 cars. They take out these huge loans and then they make monthly payments on them. So every single month, a car sits on the lot that's $300, $300, $300. So you make an offer on this older model. You tell them this: hey, you can marinate this car for another a month, 2, 3 months, or you can sell it today for the price I'm asking you for. And here's the cool thing: I'm offering you the most you're gonna sell this car for, because 3 months from now you're not gonna sell this car for as much as I'm offering you right now. That's number one. And number two, you lost $1,000 because you had to pay to the bank every single month. Apex, don't buy a car for no reason. Really? Are you trying to charge? Are you trying to change the US consumer? Fuck yeah, I am. Shit, I always love to get into fights. Listen, one of the reasons I do this, because I love getting into fights. I love getting down and dirty. When I was in school, I used to fight all the fucking time, and I love picking on somebody who is bigger than me. And fuck, I know car industry, and they are definitely bigger than me. So let's fucking dance. Let's dance. Let's have some fun. Let's get some brawl going. I'm all about trying to change people's mindsets. Uh, I have 2005 Lexus GS for 30. How long do you think I can keep it? You only have 95,000 miles. Louis Besas, you have 95,000 miles on your Lexus, bro. You still have like 100,000 miles of life in it. You still have another 100,000 miles. Don't worry about it. Do you get a buyer's order? What do you? Darren Pape, what do you mean buyer's order? I mean, buyer's order, purchase order. Is that what you're talking about? Yes, whenever you're asking for a price from a dealership, always be asking them for a purchase order. Hey, can I get a purchase order for this car? It doesn't mean you sign the paperwork and you're giving them the money, but what you're saying is, hey, I'm committing to this deal. I want to get a purchase order. That's number one, and number two, you're actually seeing what the hell you're gonna be paying. Right? If you get a purchase order and then once they actually send you a purchase order afterwards to your bank and that shit is different, then you have something to compare to. So always ask for a purchase order, and you gotta create a new email whenever you're gonna be looking for a car. Hey, Mike says go. How's it going, buddy? I took your advice and I did my negotiation over the phone and put my deposit. Oh no, you put a deposit. No. No, 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 no. Whew. You never want to put a deposit in. Mike, you never, ever, ever, ever put a deposit in. Ever. Ever. Ever, ever, ever. Here's why. The dealership... Here's why you don't want to put a deposit in. Because it could be a non-refundable deposit. Listen, it's like giving your money to a fucking crackhead on the street. I'll return it to you, man. Come on, give me $50. I'll send it over. I'll send it over, man. I promise. I send it over. I'm sorry. I'm laughing so hard. I have hard time doing an impression. But for real, giving money to a deposit to a dealership is like giving money to a crackhead with the promise you're gonna get your shit back. You ain't getting shit back. You ain't. Literally, shit. 3 days ago, I spoke to a guy that gave $1,000 deposit. $1,000 deposit. It's a refundable deposit. If you ask for it, they'll give it to you. Well, shit. The only way he's able to get that deposit back is if he's about to fucking sue the dealership. The guy was an ex-cop, so he knows how to he knows how the law works. Most of you don't know how the law works. Most of you don't have fucking attorney friends. If you gave a deposit to a dealership, that's a very risky business. Now let's look at some positives of this. Mike says go. Okay, buddy. You took my advice and you're stepping into the dealership to pick up my car. Now I want to look at the bright side. No, I'm not trying to be like really fucking negative here, but good job doing everything over the phone, doing everything over the email, and not going to a dealership so they can pressure you into making a decision that doesn't benefit you. Because if you're stepping into a dealership to negotiate, listen, they got professional salesman, professional manager, professional, like 5 or 6 managers over there. And anybody can come in and help the salesman to push you in the direction that they want. Guys, I'm really trying to get into these questions, so if you ask the question, it's gonna take me like 7-10 minutes to get to your stuff. So like, please, stay with me. I'm not trying to ignore you. It's just there is so many questions. I'm 11 minutes behind, and there's only one of me. I hate salesmen going back and forth to a manager. Listen, Darren Pape, that's the game. Once you go to a car dealership, you're on their turf. You're on their field. It's like going bear hunting into a fucking cave. You're gonna get fucked by a bear. You're gonna get eaten by a bear if you go bear hunting in the fucking cave. You know where you go bear hunting? In the field, when you can see him half a mile away from you. Not in the fucking bear cave. All right. So if you're going to a car dealership and it's not for a test drive, which means you get in, test drive the car, get the fuck out. That's it. You're not buying a car. You're just doing a test drive, or you're going to a dealership to pick up a car. That's only 2 reasons to be going to a car dealership. I can't think of anything else. So if you're sitting in the dealership and the salesman is going back and forth, you're negotiating, you got no business being in the dealership in the first place. You wouldn't even have this problem if you didn't go to a dealership. So my suggestion is, do not go to the dealership. Do your shit over your phone. Do your shit over texting, over email. All right, what do we got here? Yeah, Mike says go. Kia Telluride, no markup. Thanks to you. Congratulations, dude. By the way, whoever wants to join our Facebook group, or okay, let me rephrase this. Whoever is serious about buying a car in next couple of weeks or a month, you need to be in our Facebook group. That's like a must. Why? Because there's more information there than just here. Like I'm not going to be doing all the little posts on YouTube. This is dedicated just for videos. All the little additional stuff, all the little nuggets and how-tos, there's a lot of shit in our Facebook group. You just go to Facebook and then find a 60-minute car group and join the group, okay? And something else, there's a lot of user feedback also. There's a lot of people that are seeing stuff. There's a lot of people that are sharing their experiences. There's a lot of people that are sharing dealers that are scamming people. So there's a lot more information in our Facebook group. If you're serious about buying a car, if you're actually planning to buy a car in next week, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks, you have to be, because there's a lot more information on there. You got to be in the Facebook group. Okay. Stack that paper. Love the channel. Thanks, Joe. I will appreciate it, man. As soon as I get a free fucking minute, I'm gonna start another channel just for the guys. Because I feel there's a lot of I think I can share my life experiences with some young dudes over there who's trying to make it in the world. Why do I tuck my ears in my cap? Because I don't want them to be taking extra real estates on the screen. Bethy McAllister. How's it going, McAllister? How you doing? How to negotiate the delivery fee? Pay some or nothing. Pay zero. Tell them to lower the price of the car. If they are going to be charging you $800 to hand you over the keys, to wash the car, to drive the car from one end of the parking lot up front to the store door, $800 for that shit. Listen, it's very simple. My philosophy, and this is why I feel confident in what I do, is because my shit is simple. It's stupid simple. A 16-year-old can watch my videos and negotiate himself a phenomenal deal. The dealership is saying, hey, we have an $800 delivery fee. You ask them a very simple question. What's delivery fee? What is included in it? Write it down. Literally, write it down. Write it down. What is it? A car. You're gonna detail the car. Okay. What else? You're gonna bring the car from the back parking lot to the front. Okay. What else? What else is included? Huh? Tell me. I want to know what the fuck I am paying. I want to know what I'm paying for when I'm paying this $800 delivery fee. And then you read it back to them and make them look so fucking retarded. Let me get this straight. So I'm paying $800 for a car wash, for a car to be brought to the front of the store, for a car to be looked over, for a salesman to show me how to connect Bluetooth. Is that right? I'm paying $800 for it? Okay. I want to decline these services. No, thank you. And you want to make them seem as douchebaggy as you can. Literally. You want to be as serious as you can while making them look like a complete fucking douchebag. Literally, you got to be a complete piece of shit charging somebody $800 to hand over the keys. A delivery charge? What the fuck is that? You just ask them, what's included in your delivery charge? It's very simple questions, guys. Simple questions get the job done. You shouldn't be paying any fees. I need to buy a diesel truck for work. What brand do you recommend for the money? Fuck. Chevy. I will have to say Chevy. I would have to say Chevy, but then I'm not a truck guy. I'm not a fucking truck expert. You need to do a lot of your own research. I would have to say Chevy because there's transmission. See, with trucks, there's a big thing. You got to have a good quality engine, number one, and the transmission has to be very good also. If the transmission is shit, dude, you're going to be towing God, you're gonna be throwing, a lot of weight, a lot of fucking weight. So the transmission has to be phenomenal. It has to be like superb. You can't go with a half-ass transmission on a work diesel truck. If you're buying a diesel truck just to impress somebody, whatever. But if you're buying it for work, you really, really, really have to look into the quality of the transmission. Because that's the first thing that's gonna go. If anything is gonna go, transmission is gonna be the first thing. But also, second thing, are you sure you need a diesel truck? That's something I also ask everybody that says they want a diesel truck. Are you really gonna be towing that much that a gas truck cannot handle it? Because maintenance on diesel more expensive, repairs way more expensive. Shit, what else? Fuel. If you're thinking about saving on fuel, you can forget about that shit. Do you work on your own cars? Who are bigger crooks, salesmen or mechanics? Both of them. No, I don't work on my own cars, guys. I put out a video couple of weeks ago about why you need your own mechanic and how to find a good quality mechanic. You guys, you have a family doctor, you have a family attorney, right? You have a family, somebody that you consistently work with, right? And regarding certain area, right? Maybe somebody who consistently takes care of your yard. But you don't have a family mechanic? Are you serious? You gotta have a family mechanic. And I show you guys in that video how to find a mechanic. You gotta have a family mechanic. It's super important. They're both crooks. How's it going, Will Gonzalez? What's up, Dan? What are your thoughts on 2016 Porsche Macan Turbo? If you don't have a lot of money, you got no business buying European cars. Simple as that. The repairs on Porsche is absolute. It's insane. It's crazy. It's not like Porsche is made out of fucking gold, but the parts for Porsche is just more expensive. Now, if you want to buy a small SUV, right, I would recommend Lexus. I would recommend Lexus. That's the only thing. But then again, see, I don't know, Will. If you make enough money to pay for the repairs, sure, go for it. Will, something else. Will, if you're thinking about buying a warranty for your Porsche, the dealership is going to tell, don't worry about it. I understand I'm selling you a shit car, but go ahead, buy a warranty. There you go. That warranty doesn't cover shit. You think it covers something, but it doesn't. You would not believe how many people I run across, how many people I meet that say, Dan, I have a warranty, but it doesn't cover this little teeny tiny thing, and that's it. That's it. It's like, will the transmission cover, will the warranty cover if the transmission blows up? Yes. What if the gasket leaks and the transmission blows up? Oh, it doesn't. Well, transmissions don't blow up out of fucking nowhere. You don't have a boogeyman in your fucking engine, in your car, constantly, trying to fuck up your car. There isn't. Something happens with the transmission or with AC that's very minor that blows up the whole thing. So with these warranties, you gotta be a mechanic and a fucking attorney to understand them. That's why I tell people, don't buy warranties. How's it going, Alejandro? Let me read your stuff. What do we got here? I bought a salvage Mercedes SL 500 with 160,000 miles for $4,500. Thing is, I invested $3,000 in it, and it still doesn't turn on. It's okay, Alejandro. Alejandro. So you bought a Mercedes S-Class SL 500 with 160,000 miles. Oh boy, for $4,500. Oh God. You got screwed on the price, you got screwed on the car, you got screwed by the mechanics. The mechanics should have told you, bro, I'm an honest guy, I have integrity, I have honor, I'm a respectable dude, and I want people to respect me, okay? In the community at least. I'm not gonna charge you $3,000 to fix this fucking Mercedes because this Mercedes is piece of fucking shit. It has 160,000 miles. I don't even buy a Toyota on 116,000 miles. I don't even buy a Toyota on 160,000 miles. You bought a Mercedes on 160 miles. I mean, holy fucking shit. That thing is only good for one thing. Literally, take it to a range and just use it for practice. That's it. That's the only thing it's good for. Or maybe you can part it out. Maybe you can part it out. Do not put a single fucking penny into that Mercedes. Listen, Alejandro, if you can just get rid of that Mercedes, the best thing you can do is just get rid of it. 160,000 miles. Holy shit. How's it going, Raymond? Okay, Jonathan Pacino Santos. What do you think about buying a car that was a rental? I love buying cars that were rentals. Because everybody thinks it's a bad deal while I know the facts. Here are the facts. Number one, when you rent a car, do you treat it better or worse than your car? You treat it better because God forbid there's going to be a booger in that shit. They're going to charge you $300. God forbid there's going to be a tiny scratch. They're going to charge you $500 to repair that shit. Even though we both know they ain't going to be repairing shit. So, buying rental cars is not a problem. Here's the thing. You got to get that shit inspected though. With every single car, you have to get it inspected. Never buy a car without inspection. I'm looking for a car right now for a 62-year-old grandma here in Miami. She's local. I'm local. So I'm just, it's more of a favor. Like I typically wouldn't do this. It's only $5,000 car. The amount of people that are refusing to let the car be inspected is insane. We took one car to a dealership to be inspected, okay? We got that shit inspected. Half the doors won't even close. Actually, none of the doors close with the remote except one. Then there's brakes. Brakes need to be replaced. That's normal. But then an axle needs to be replaced. Like, you know, that $5,000 car could have easily turned into a $10,000 car. Amber Crosby. What are your thoughts about Carvana? Okay, Carvana is trash. It's garbage. They won't sell you a car unless you fly in. Guys, they won't email you anything. They do not email shit. How the fuck are they in business? Like, it blows my mind. How are you in business if you don't email anything? It's like, hey, can you email me a purchase order? Nope, we don't do that. You're gonna have to physically come in. Are you on drugs? So you want me to spend my own time, my own money to fly in to talk about the price and look at the purchase order? I'm not even buying the car. We're just going to negotiate. Are you serious? Carvana is trash. The only people that use Carvana are people who haven't seen my videos. That's it, which is like, unfortunately, 99% of fucking people. But still, here are car companies that I like don't even call. When I'm looking for cars, right, I'm going through like thousands of them to make a list of 100 cars that I'm going to work with. Here are dealerships that I don't even save. I don't even work with them at all. I skip right past them. Carvana, Vroom, CarMax, AutoNation. Carvana, Vroom, CarMax, AutoNation. They don't negotiate. Carvana and Vroom, I don't think they even, Carvana for sure, you have to fly in to talk about the price because they won't fucking ship you the car. They won't allow the car to be shipped. They won't send you a purchase order. I mean, God, I don't know how do, it like blows my mind. How do these businesses even exist? I mean, they're complete trash. I wanted to buy 2019 RAV4 XLE hybrid. Raymond, buddy. The only reason to buy a hybrid if you're going to be an Uber driver. That's it. If you're going to be driving a lot. If you're not driving a lot, you got no business buying a hybrid. unless it's a really, 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 really good deal, or you're going to be keeping it for a long time. So two options, three options. Number one, you drive for Uber, right? Number one. Number two, you're going to be keeping it for a very long time. And number three, it's a really good deal. Watch my video about hybrids. Are they worth it? Watch my video. I did the math. I actually did the math on the hybrid versus not hybrid. And the only way that hybrids make sense is for those three conditions. JR Isles, why the hell would you buy a salvage Mercedes? I wouldn't get it for free. I mean, I would get it for free. You can use it for a target practice, you know. Oh yeah, flyby. That's a good point. Here's something else, guys. The difference between a salvage car and a rebuilt title is this: salvage car has not passed state inspection. Rebuilt title passed state inspection. That's it. That is it. So never buy a salvage car, always buy a rebuilt title car. Most people are just throwing words around like, oh, it's a salvage car. No, it's not. Salvage cars before it passed the state inspection, and rebuilt. The keyword is rebuilt. It's already been rebuilt. It's after it passed state inspection. So that's why I say rebuilt title. Quantum Security on the market for 2019 RX 350 S Sport. I'm not. Don't you mean F Sport? S Sport? Did they come out with a new level or something? Okay, now I'm using all your email scripts. Yeah, Quantum Security. Yeah, you're welcome, dude. You're welcome. Use my shit. Make sure you get a good deal. Make sure you fight hard. $16,000 for 2014 Lexus ES 350 with 66,000 miles. Good deal. If it's clean title, if it has no accidents, then it's a pretty decent. It's a decent deal. You know, let's go with a decent deal. I don't think it's anything. Whoa. Okay, if it was 14,000, I think it would be pretty decent deal, you know, but it's a good deal, you know. On IIHS, they gave the list with the safety score for all new trucks. Go and check it out. It was a disaster. Never settle. Okay, here's the thing, guys. Oh boy, I want to talk to the like. There's so many questions, and I want to touch on another point. Okay, I'll be really fast. Okay, vehicle safety. You ready? This is gonna be like machine gun. Okay, vehicle safety used to be rated on how safe the passengers were on the impact. Right now, the vehicle safety is being judged on how safe the passengers are safe upon the impact, plus how many collision prevention systems there are on a car, right? So a four-star crash rating. So there are two different cars. One car crashes, everybody's dead, it gets 4 stars. Why? Everybody died in a crash, but it still got 4 stars. Why is that? Because it had all the safety features. It had collision avoidance system, it has backup sensors, it has pedestrian warning, beepers, vibrators, all that shit, right? Collision prevention things, collision prevention sensors. Another car has no collision prevention sensors, but when the car crashed, nobody died. See, 4 stars could mean 2 different things. So if you are concerned about safety, you have to look at the crash ratings. How did it do in crash? Not the safety stars. The safety stars don't mean shit. Listen, right now in 2019, it's complete garbage. They don't mean shit. I mean, as sad it is to say, but one thing that I was like happy about, okay, at least the safety of these cars is true. Nope, they fucked that up. Should I pay a little more for the hybrid quantum security? Absolutely not. Quantum security, you're going to be driving for taxi. Are you going to be driving for Uber? No. First, you shouldn't be buying a hybrid at all because that shit costs more. And second, you shouldn't be buying even, paying even more for it. Like, you shouldn't be buying it at all. Hybrid cars do not make sense because they are so fucking expensive. The gas savings, by the time you actually start saving money on gas, you're like 150,000 miles into the car. Or like 100,000 miles into the car, It's some ridiculous. Before you even start saving money. Plus, you might have to have more expensive maintenance on the car with hybrid. Thanks, man. I'll sell the Mercedes SL as is. Won't invest in. Yeah, Alejandro, buddy. I can tell by your name that you probably were not, born here. You would not believe how many foreigners come to America, the land of fucking opportunity. They work hard, they save money, and then they buy some stupid, a Mercedes, BMW, Maserati. You would not believe how many foreigners I see making that mistake. That's the worst thing they can do. I understand you come from a shit country like fucking China, Russia, fucking Cuba, Venezuela. You make some money, you work hard, and you want to buy yourself a nice car, and you think that Mercedes is the right choice. Bro, Toyota is the right choice. You gotta listen. You gotta think like fucking Warren Buffett. I'm not trying to be like all fucking businessy here and you're gonna be a billionaire and blah blah blah. Okay, just you gotta look how old school, classic American businessmen run, right? They drive a $70,000 car and they got $50 billion in fucking investments. I knew a guy back where I lived. I met him when I was I was like 18 years old or something. Maybe I was like 19 or 20. That motherfucker owned so much land. He owned, beachfront properties. I mean, he owned a lot of stuff. I mean, he was a multi-millionaire. You know what he drove? A $3,000 fucking Thunderbird. That shit from the 90s. $3,000 car. But that motherfucker was a multi-millionaire. You got no business showing off. Like, your dick is not gonna, you're not gonna get an extra 3 fucking inches if you buy a, more expensive car. RCR 85. Is it realistic to get a 3-year-old Lexus 3-row seat SUV about 30K? 3-row, probably not. I mean, unless it's going to be with more miles. Okay, yes, actually, I changed my answer. The answer is yes. You're just going to be getting it with more miles. You can get it for 20K with 150,000 miles. You probably don't want that, right? So, yeah, the new Lexuses RX 350s with 3-row, I mean, shit, they're hot. They are hot. Everybody wants one, I don't think they're great. I think Telluride, Kia Telluride is better. I think what else? Hyundai Palisade is better. I'll take one of those over 3-row Lexus, just because 3rd row on those Lexus RX 350s is a joke. I mean, it's good for a top ramen. That's it. I don't think you can even fit a real fucking kid in there. Hey, how's it going, Mr. Bottleman? The guy from fucking Saudi Arabia or wherever you're from. Listen, I got your text, right? You sent me the text, but I can't reply to you because you live in Saudi Arabia, bro. That's why I tell you, contact me on Facebook. Like, if you can't reach me, contact me on Facebook. You live in Saudi Arabia, Facebook is the only way you're going to be able to get to me. Unless Facebook is blocked also. So then we're out of fucking luck. I mean, you can email me also. Just comment in one of my videos, and I'll hook you up with my email. But Facebook is the best way if you live like God knows where. Everybody else, you can just text me because I leave my phone number below every single video. There's a phone number even below this video. You're about to buy a car. You want to talk to me? Text me. We'll figure something out. R6 Breeze 06. I actually had a R6. Love that thing. I thought Infiniti QX. I bought Infiniti QX50 2017, had 1 month, then it started making clicking noise on startup. Dealer can't fix it. Just say that's supposed to do that. Is it reasonable to ask for my money back? Abso-fucking-lutely. Bro, you gotta make a lot of stink. You gotta make a lot of noise. You gotta channel your black church lady. You gotta channel, you gotta fight for your shit. The dealer is gonna tell you, oh, it's fine. Of course it's fine. It's supposed to do that. Oh, your car blew up. Yeah, that's part of that's a special feature. Oh, your car is fucking ticking, clicking, beeping. It's supposed to do that. No, it's not supposed to do that. First you can ask for your money back. Number one. Second, take it to an independent mechanic and tell them, find out what the fuck the problem is. And then you make the dealership pay for that shit. Should I buy a car that costs more than I make a year? Fuck no. Fuck no. Dr. Seuss Gaming. All right, buddy. Here's how to figure out how much you should spend on your car. 6 months paychecks. Whatever you make in 6 months, that's how much you should be buying a car for. You make $10,000 in 6 months? Bro, you got no business buying a car. You need to be getting a better job. And then you can be buying a car. 6 months worth of paychecks. CRV or Santa Fe? 2015 Santa Fe. I prefer Hyundai over Honda for one very simple reason. You'll get more options, more features, more cool things on a Hyundai for the same amount of money as a Honda. And to me, they're the same quality car. I'm going for a hybrid simply because my job recruiter, and you are traveling like 300, 700 miles a week. Yes, okay, Rebecca, that makes sense. If you're driving a lot like a fucking taxi, if you're driving like a madman, sure, hybrid makes sense. But majority of people, they don't do that. Majority of people put like 250 miles a week. That's not a reason to get a hybrid. If you drive 500 miles a week, okay, that's a reason to get a hybrid. If you drive 350, 400 miles a week, that's a reason to get a hybrid. What is the cheapest to buy cars from? What is the cheapest website? I'm assuming you missed the word Mohammad Saila. Okay, or Sali. Listen, buddy, there is no cheapest website to buy a car. If there was a cheapest website to buy a car from, shit, I wouldn't be making these videos. You just go to that website and bam, it's right there. The cheapest place to buy a car is after you negotiate it. There is no cheapest or magical or anything. And Mahmoud Salih, here's the thing, buddy. If you're thinking about buying a car, I'm giving my course like at 50% off. I discounted my course 50%. It was $700. Now it's $350. I'm doing it only for a couple of days because I'm celebrating 10,000 subscribers. That's it. Bro, buy the course, go over that shit. If you got more questions, holler at me. The cool thing is when people buy my shit, guess what? They got access to me and they are on my A list. If somebody's calling me from my course, well, guess what? I'm prioritizing somebody who is committed to this deal instead of somebody who is just kicking tires. I'm not going to ignore somebody, but guys, when somebody is buying a course, you are getting on the A list. You're on the priority list. It's simple as that. It's not like you bought my course, that's it. Forget about this shit, right? I want to make sure you get the best possible deal. I'm going to be guiding you throughout the whole thing by hand, step by step. You got questions? Let's figure out answers, because probably I have them. So, Mohammad, literally, it's $350. If you're buying a car and you can't, and you can't spend $350, I don't know what to tell you. Dan, love your videos. The whole family is watching. Bro, I hope your kids are not watching. Trust me, I'm not kid friendly. Oh boy, I am not kid friendly. What's your best number of miles to target for a used Corolla or a Civic? $7,000. Okay, if you're buying a Corolla or a Civic, 7,000 miles or $7,000, 50. I would go with no. Shit. 60. Okay, 60, 70. That's what it's gonna be realistically. I would go for 50. I would love to go for 50, but realistically, it's gonna be 70,000 miles, somewhere in there, 70, 75, because you know how Civics and Toyota Corollas hold their value, And then also something else, Keith 94. This is what you want to look at. Do you want to consider buying a rebuilt title or a clean title? So take a look at that, because with rebuilt title, okay, car that was an accident, you can get a car with less miles. You'll still pay $7,000, but you're gonna get like way less miles, and that's something for you to think about. Okay, guys, I'm only a few minutes behind. I'm 10 minutes behind on your question, so just bear with me. 1987, White Flags 1987, buddy. Okay, let's do this. What's your question? What are common problems with BMW X6 V6 clean title? Okay, here it's very good question. Ask Google. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know off top of my head, but I can everything. Everything. It's a fucking BMW, bro. What are you expecting? The motor is gonna be decent, the transmission is gonna be decent, but shit, all the fucking pumps, the plasticky fucking, the shit glue interior, electrical, computers, sensors. I don't even know where to stop. It's a BMW. I wouldn't buy it. We have a Lexus. Why would you buy a BMW? What else? Listen, here's the thing. Until European car manufacturers start charging the same amount for their cars as Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Mazda, and Kia, I'm not going to recommend European car manufacturers. And I want them to be lasting as long as Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Mazda, Lexus, Toyota. How come Toyota can drive for 200,000 miles, not a problem? Mercedes can't. Jaguar can't. Range Rover can't. BMW can't. You can, listen, think about this. You can buy a $30,000 Toyota Corolla. Let's say we're buying brand new cars. $30,000 Toyota Corolla, that thing will drive to 250,000 miles, no problem. Just keep maintaining, good maintenance, and you're gonna be good to go. We can buy $300,000 Bentley, and that motherfucker is gonna be costing us $1,000 in repairs on top of the fucking $3,000 monthly payment. So I don't see why these luxury, car manufacturers, all these European fucking turd buckets, why can't they make good quality cars? Actually, let me rephrase this question. They can't make it, or they refuse to make it? That's the real question. Why are they refusing to make a good quality car? Is it because people are putting up with this shit? Is that why? They're like a little fucking brat. You know why this concept of a brat exists? Because somebody's putting up with their shit. Simple as that. Why are used Lexus RX 350 so expensive? 2016, 2018 compared to 2018 things? I have no fucking idea. I don't know what you mean by expensive. I I mean, I don't know. I really don't know what you mean by expensive compared to 2019's. GV Cot, I'm talking to you. How are they more expensive? They're less. And if you GV Cot, if you're asking why are they still so expensive? Okay, they are still so expensive because they're the only alternative out there. Can you name me one luxury brand SUV that you can buy that's reliable? Go ahead. Lexus, what else? There is nothing else. There isn't. MDX, their all-wheel drive transmission is trash. What else? Infiniti, again, transmission problems. Give me something else. What else? There isn't anything else. Because there is no alternative to Lexus SUVs. There is no alternative to Lexus besides Genesis right now. And besides Kia is stepping up their game with Telluride, and Honda is stepping up their game with Hyundai Palisade. So in 3 years, Lexus is going to depreciate much faster because there's actually some competition now. Giorgio, how's it going, buddy? Hi, Dan. Love all your videos. My question is, I want to start a construction business and I need to buy a truck for towing my trailers. Should I buy new or used work truck? Used. Abso-fucking-lutely used. Absolutely used. Actually, Giorgio, my advice would be not to get into construction business because I spent almost 10 years in that business and I hated it and I know it in and out, and I don't recommend anybody gets into it. But if you think you're going to be making, buku money, if you think you're going to be making some serious money in that business, buy used. How's it going, Dip in 94? Okay. Mahmoud Sali. Okay, my website or location. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna sell my course at location. It's just a website. So you just go to 60minutecar.com. That's it. And the sale's gonna start tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, 6 o'clock, bam, it's ready to go. I want a truck I can take doors off, or off-road luxury truck that's 707 horsepower, 3-row family, with 500 horse. I'm sorry. I'm stuttering right now because it's a crazy ass comment. Penstar Nate, you want? Oh boy. You want a truck you can take the doors off, take it off-road, luxury truck, 707 horsepower, 3-row family SUV with 500 horsepower for 35,000. I am so confused. I'm sorry, Penstar. I'm confused. Do you want 707 horsepower, 500 horsepower, 300 horsepower? Is it luxury or is it something that you want to take the doors off? I am super confused. I think it's better if you just text me. Just text me. My phone number is below this video. How can you get a car with 10 to 40% MSRP off MSRP? Dr. Seuss, it's really simple. If you want to get the best possible deal, just buy my course. There's a sale on it starting tomorrow morning. $350 fucking dollars. You can't get a good. Listen, guys, you can't even get a clean fucking Glock for $350. If you can't, talk to me. You can't even get a fucking Glock for that shit for $350. And I'm giving you an entire fucking course from A to Z, and you're gonna have an option for me to fucking consult you throughout the whole process. Thoughts on Infiniti sedans? I know they're made by Nissan and all that shit, but I think they're made better quality than regular Nissans. So here's the thing with Infinitis. I would buy it only rebuilt, and I would buy it only under $16,000. That's the only way I would buy an Infiniti. Thoughts on 2020 370Z? Kate Vintage. I don't know. Meh. I understand Nissan. I have respect for old school Nissans, but if I were to buy a Nissan, it's only GTR. There's no way in hell I'm buying anything besides GTR from a Nissan. If I'm buying something new. If I'm buying old, then I'm probably gonna get a R34 from Japan, or maybe a Supra. We'll see which one comes around first. Which one I get the money for first. Mario M. Is cash always the best way to buy? Absolutely not. Are there times are the payments better? Say zero interest rate on a loan or low interest rate. Okay, here's the thing. If you got cash to buy a car, first, congratulations on being smart with your money and saving a shit ton of money for a car. Good job. That's not easy. Good job. Now, take that money and put it into a hustle. Put it into a gig. Start a business of some kind. I'm not talking about go buy some crazy ass cryptocurrency, but go and do something with them, some kind of service oriented thing, something that maybe you're skilled in, maybe something you know how to do. Why would you give up your cash to a bank that's gonna make money using your cash when you can do the same thing? The bank has plenty of cash. They don't need none of your shit. So what you do is you take out a loan at 3%, right? You take out a loan somewhere, 3, 4, 5%, whatever your interest rate is, right? Take out a loan from the bank and use your cash, to make more money. Do something with it. You don't need to be thinking about some kind of crazy ass big business. You can have simple things that you make out of your fucking garage. If you know woodworking, welding. What do you know? Like, I have an uncle that does woodworking. He can do woodworking. I mean, if you know woodworking, simple as that. Buy $5,000 worth of tools and start doing that shit. Maybe not 5,000. I don't think you need $5,000 to start, but start buying some simple tools. And start doing that. Like, you just gotta get into it. You gotta start a business. Like, you have to have shit going on besides your job. Tony, congratulations, emailing over 100 dealerships. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Luis Vela. Hey Dan, one of your subscribers here. When financing a car, is it better to ask for a loan at my bank or go to the dealer? Okay, never, ever, 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 ever finance a car through a dealership. Always financing it through a bank. Always through a bank. And here's what you do. Guys, you shop for a car, right? I tell you, contact, 50, 60, 70, 100 dealers. You gotta shop credit unions the same way. Contact 5 credit unions in the same day. See who gives you the best possible interest rate. Actually, I'm working on some little special, so I can also help you guys with getting the best interest rate. So I got you guys. I really want you to have the best possible shit out there. Sean L. Any way to avoid doc fees? Yes, just tell them you're not gonna pay him. Number one. Number two, if they say you have to pay him, not a problem. Lower the price of the car. They want to raise the price of the car by charging you doc fees. Not a problem. You just lower the price of the car. Congratulations, you remove the doc fees. Super simple. Yeah, for sure, Daniel. Yeah. Okay, let's move on here. What do you say? What do you say to the finance manager when he asks you about want lower APR when your credit score is 780? Daniel P 2012, bro. Why are you in the finance office in the first place? What are you doing over there? You shouldn't be in the finance office at all. Like I said, you contact 5 credit unions, You got your money. Now, let's start working with the car. Now, start looking for the car. You should have money ready before you even go to the dealership. If you don't have your money ready before you go to, before you, not go, but like before you start contacting dealerships, you got no business looking for a car. Like, what are you doing shopping for a car if you don't have the money? Literally, look, how? Hey guys, huge favor. Can you give me some thumbs up on this video? I wanna, you know, the more thumbs up there is, you know, the more you share, the more YouTube pickups the algorithm, you know. Plus, you know, I want to tell my mom I'm doing something with my life. Oh God. Mom, I'm making YouTube videos. Oh God. Oh. Okay. Option opinion on Jeep Cherokee Laredo 2015 2017. No, Dr. Seuss. I would not recommend Jeep as a reliable vehicle. Absolutely not. You want to buy a Jeep? Just buy a fucking 4Runner. Buy Toyota. Buy Honda. I mean, why would you buy a Jeep? What does it have that Toyota or Honda doesn't? Off-roading? Are you really going to be going off-roading? And if you really want to go off-roading, just buy an old Land Cruiser. That shit is going to be more reliable, and more reliable. How's it going, Deepak? S-Ville 1983. Thoughts on Lexus GS350? Fucking love Lexus GS350. Fucking love it. It's a great car. G Scott, how's it going, man? Dan, I know the Lexus are great SUVs, no doubt. The question was, why buy a used, say 2017 when it's closely priced to 2019, bro? How is it closely priced? So I know how, like, 2019 RX 350 is like 50 grand, you know, $45,000-$50,000. A used one is gonna be way less than that. I mean, at least fucking $15,000 less. That's why, you know. And here's the thing, with Lexus, yes, GV Scott, I understand what you're saying. Lexuses do hold their value. Look, I mean, what can I do about it? Nothing. Yes, they hold their value. Yes, they're very hard to negotiate. I understand. Yes, I completely agree with you there. They hold their value because there's absolutely no alternative. But, you know, I think you should be able to save at least 15 grand. You know, and if you're going to be keeping that car for a long time. See, the depreciation on a used car, the big depreciation already happened up front. So what do you do? What do? You just fucking, you know, you buy a used car that's going to depreciate less compared to the big chunk of depreciation that it took in 3 years. And GV Scott, by the way, just send me a text because I want to talk to you more about this. You know, what kind of cars you're looking at, what prices do you see for the used car market? Since you're saying it's very closely priced, just text me. My phone number is below. Yeah, for sure, Mario. I got you, buddy. My credit is 630. No way I'm getting 3 or 5% anywhere. Okay. Rizwan the Great. Okay, buddy. Yes, if your credit score is absolute shit, then there's a couple of things. Number one, do you live in South states like Texas, California, Arizona, Nevada, where it's not cold in wintertime? Do you live in South states? Can you buy a scooter? Maybe you don't have a family. You got lucky. Buy a fucking brand new scooter for $700, and that shit is gonna last you a couple of years. Okay, just drive that. Half of fucking Miami drives scooters for $700. I mean, they're everywhere. They're like fucking bugs. These scooters, they get like 50 miles to a gallon. You don't even need insurance for that shit. Next, if you need a car, right? You got a family and all that stuff. You need a car. Okay, sure, you might need to be buying something for cash. But then again, buy something for $6,000-$7,000. Don't be buying nothing crazy. Thoughts on Lincoln MKZ hybrid? I'm not a huge fan of hybrid cars unless it's a phenomenal deal. Listen, the only way to buy a hybrid, if it's a phenomenal deal, you're an Uber driver, or you're gonna keep that motherfucker for a very long time. Very long time. I'm talking about 150,000 miles. Hey, yeah, Daniel, you haven't subscribed yet. I know, isn't that funny? Like I'm like, holy shit, I watch this guy's video all the time. Why am I not subscribed? Yeah, everybody that's not subscribed, first, subscribe. And second, hit the notification bell. First, you're gonna make my mom proud. Second, you're actually gonna be getting this stream whenever it starts. You're not gonna be jumping in, like an hour fucking later. How's it going, AJJ? Yeah, thanks, Flyby. I appreciate it. Smash that thumbs up button. Make me proud. I want a 3-row SUV. Penstart Nate. Okay, buddy. I want a 3-row SUV with 500 horsepower or a 2-row SUV with 700 horsepower and Brembo brakes. What Toyota or Lexus do you recommend? I have a better question. What Toyota or Lexus comes with 700 fucking horsepower? If you know of any, please tell me, because I obviously I missed some real big. I missed it by 450 horsepower, by like 500 horsepower. If there is a Toyota SUV that comes with 700 horsepower, please tell me, okay? Or even 500 horsepower. Here's another question, but Penstar. Here's a better question. Why do you need 700 horsepower on the SUV? Do you want to flip that bitch at the nearest corner? There's a Jeep Trailhawk or whatever the fuck it's called that has like 700 horsepower. Yeah, whoa, it's amazing, a lot of horsepower. Let me ask you this. Not ask you, but let's do this. Let me put a fucking Subaru that has 330 horsepower on a track, on a real track, not just a fucking straightway. On the real track with windies, with fucking twisties, with bunch of apexes. Let me put 330 horsepower Subaru, and then whatever the fuck you want with your 800, horsepower SUV, 500, 700 horsepower. That 700 horsepower SUV is gonna get demolished. It's gonna get destroyed by a car that has half the power. Like, I understand if you're buying an SUV that has a lot of horsepower and it makes you feel good down there. That's cool. But let's not pretend it's not it's actually a performance car. All these fucking Camaros, Mustang is coming out with 700 something horsepower. Dodges with 700, 800 horsepower. That shit is gonna get destroyed, demolished, and embarrassed on a track by simple cars like Evo, STI, a GTR that has 536 horsepower, if I'm not mistaken. Guys, like, putting a huge motor in a car is kind of cool. I understand that. It makes me feel good down there too. But let's not pretend it's a performance car. Let's not pretend it can do anything besides going straight. And here's my other thing with sports cars. I used to be, I actually had a Skyline. And here's the thing. You buy this fucking sports car. You'll love it. It's a beautiful car. Drives amazing. You got all these fucking pigs all over the place trying to fuck you up, write you up tickets, fucking shoot your brains out. Like, do you really want to be doing? Like, I don't. Like, this is the end of the stream, so I can kind of rant a little bit off topic, but like, If you buy a sports car, the fuck you gonna do with it? Where are you gonna drive it? On a track? If there is a good track anywhere near, you know. It blows my mind. They're like, how does Corvette even sell cars in America? You can't fucking drive them anywhere. Can you imagine you're driving a $70,000 Corvette with like, you know, 500 horsepower behind a fucking Prius? Oh yeah, I got a Corvette. Woohoo! That's why I do want to buy a GTR really bad. I want to import a R34. I want to get a Supra. I want to get an NSX. I want to get really cool cars. But then I think to myself, like, where the fuck am I gonna drive that shit? Where? In traffic? There is nowhere you can actually drive that shit. You know? We live in such a police state, you can't fucking do anything. Thoughts on 2017 Lincoln Continental? I mean, I don't think it's anything amazing. I would take a Lexus over it, but I think it's a pretty good car. It's a big American luxury boat, you know? You're gonna drive it, you're gonna enjoy it, it's gonna be soft, it's gonna be luxurious, you're gonna feel like a fucking gangster from the 90s, from the 80s. You know, it's a big, comfortable car. I mean, what is there even to say? Sean L. Your thoughts on Lexus LX 570? It's a phenomenal SUV with 10 miles to a gallon. If you can afford the fuel economy, if you can afford to fuel that motherfucker multiple times a week, because that motherfucker is getting like 12 miles to a gallon, then it's a great car. It's probably one of the best. Then 2008 C6 Z06 $32,000, 68,000 miles. Should I try to get it 25% off because it's 11-year-old car? Absolutely. Street rolling motions. Yes, buddy, try it. Absolutely. I don't see why not. I mean, it doesn't hurt to try. It's not like they're gonna kick you in the teeth. Muscoy 1972. I drive 35,000 miles a year. Holy fuck. You probably an Uber driver, huh? What is the best car buying strategy? Okay, buy something rebuilt. Buy Toyota. Buy the Toyota Corolla, Toyota fucking Camry, Honda Accord. You know, something like that. I would buy one of those three cars. If you drive that much, you're pretty much, it's a disposable car. You know, you're gonna drive this car and you're gonna get rid of it. You know, in probably 4 or 5 years, yeah. So Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry, and Honda Accord. The reason I'm skipping Civic is because it costs more than Toyota Corolla. I don't see why you would pay more. And the reason I'm saying Honda Accord is because their newer cars are getting 34 miles to a gallon. It's fucking amazing. Would you always recommend buying from a private seller or a dealer? It doesn't matter where you get the car from. It doesn't matter at all. It matters the quality of the car and it matters the price. That's it. Quality of the car is being inspected by pre-purchase inspection that you're doing on the car, and the price of the car is all you. It depends how big your balls are. That's it. It doesn't matter who you get the car from. You can be getting it from a fucking alien as far as I'm concerned. The Bradley's Universe. How you doing, man? How do you feel about lease brokers? I think they're a piece of shit. I think they're cancerous. I think they're a fucking joke. I'm not trying to say they're a piece of shit like as a person. I'm just saying as a profession. Why the fuck would you lease? Listen, can anybody explain to me why would you lease? Let me get this straight. So you're going to be paying for the car and not owning it. And you're it's like a payment for rest of your life. But some people are going to say, but then you won't have to worry about repairs. Well, here's a crazy idea. Why don't you buy a car that doesn't need huge repairs? Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Kia, Mazda, Lexus. Thanks, Dan. Louis Mella, that's fucking hilarious. Yeah. Oh, that is funny. Allison Lovell. Guys, if you got questions, hit them up because YouTube is gonna kick me out probably, in like a couple of minutes as usual. Um, Thanks for your videos on Fair. I'm staying away. The place is a scam. Oh God, yeah. There's a huge company called Fair. They're like a half. They're like $500 million company. They're huge, 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 huge company. And I did a bunch of videos about them. I'm like 8 videos exposing them, and those were probably some of my funnest videos to do because they are. I mean, the company is a complete fucking scam. I mean, they're a complete joke. Jicky Jack, love how this guy loves scooters. I think it reminds him of riding. Jicky Jack, bro. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? The reason I mentioned scooters is because they're cheap. You can buy a brand new one for $700, and it's like 500, no, 50 miles to a gallon. Like I don't see why people, if you're a single dude or a single gal, you live by yourself, or maybe you got a wife or a girlfriend or whatever. Why would you even buy a car, especially in a city where everything is around you? Yeah, Jakey Jack, I think we're gonna have to remove you, or some. I mean, you need to get some going on. You need to get a life, seriously, bro. Have you gotten a car from Copart or IAA? Allison Lovell. Yes, and many, 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 many times. How do you get it inspected? You use their inspection services. Absolutely. Allison, you would absolutely use their inspection services. Actually, Allison, listen, text me. My phone number is below the video. I actually have a lot of experience in this area with Copart and insurance, auto auction. Text me. We'll talk on the phone. Why doesn't my question appear? Deepak Jiraya. I'm not what do you mean? How does your question not appear if it appears here? I see it. For sure, Sean, I got you. Fortantinto 06. How do you feel about Mercedes? I think they're a fucking joke. I think it's a very unreliable car. Then those cars might be a Jeep Trailhawk on a track, but what about on the way to the track, like the stoplights? Your little Honda Fit SI is grass. Okay, Penstar. You want to go that route? Okay. Real life scenario. Somebody is in a 700 horsepower Jeep Trailhawk, right? We're in the red light. And I am in my 2010 Lexus ES350. Guess who is going to get to the track faster? Me. Do you know why? Because you're going to get pulled over by police and get your brains blown out. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. But all these people that are about, that pretend you can do something, that you can own a sports car in America, that's only until they realize the reality of living in America. I just put it like that, It's only until you realize you are nobody, you ain't got shit, and cops can do anything to you that they want. All right, let's move to a more happier note. Okay, hey, looking to trade in my Nissan Altima. You're looking to trade in your Nissan Altima lease for a Jeep Grand Cherokee Altitude. Tips on how to negotiate. Here's what you do. Okay, Emmanuel, you tell them this. Hey, I'll give you a Nissan with shit transmission, and you give me a Jeep with shit transmission. How about that? like, can somebody explain to me what does Jeep have to offer besides 700 horsepower that are unusable in real life? You know, compared to a Toyota. You know, I'm I don't know. What are you? What are your thoughts on Kia Stinger? I think Kia Stinger is a good car, to be honest with you. Um, your thoughts on Sky Active Turbo engine Mazda CX-9? I love the Sky Active engines. I fucking love them. Mazda is the only car manufacturer in the world that I know of, maybe there's somebody else that I don't know, that's actually doing anything different, that's trying to redesign combustion engine to make it better and more fuel efficient. The only one. Only one. That's it. Nobody else is doing shit. Honda, absolutely not doing anything significant with engines. Toyota, jerking each other off. Mazda is the only one. Like that's the, you know. Yeah, thanks Flyby. I appreciate it. Hey man, that's why you're here. That's why you're here. I appreciate your work, man. Thanks for tuning in every single video. Um, Dr. Deuces Gaming. I'm mostly looking for a V6 SUV. What should I be considering? Dr. D'Souza, it depends how much money you want to spend. Send me a personal text message. My phone number is below the video. Send me a message. I got a deal, one for 470 a month, no money on the first month. Emmanuel, bro, you need to text me. You're doing this wrong. Emmanuel, you need to do two things. Number one, you need to text me. Number two, tomorrow morning, okay, you need to buy my course. Simple as that. My course it's only 370 bucks. Dude, it's 370 bucks. You know, it's gonna be on sale for only a couple of days because I'm doing it as a thank you to the community for all the support that I'm giving because I'm about to hit 10,000 subscribers. That's it, guys. That's why I'm doing this course. It's $350. Like I said, you can't even get a clean fucking Glock for $350. Well, Penstar, the reason that guy got blocked is because the things that he's saying on the internet, he would never say to me in real life. So, if somebody wants to say something to me in real life, I'll deal with them personally. But if somebody wants to run their mouth on the internet because they know nobody's gonna do shit, and they can just run their mouth because nobody's gonna do anything to them. That's a different story. Yeah, Flyby. I don't think Penstar is disrupting or anything like that. I just think I think he's just challenging my opinions, and that's cool. I appreciate that. But anybody that's trying to like be not just disrespectful, but like just being a fucking asshole. I'm okay with somebody being disrespectful to me. That's not a problem. But when somebody is just being hating on somebody because being a racist or something like that, or something like that, that's a no-go in my book. You know what I mean? Emmanuel, there's bunch of other cars that have the same features. Just text me, Emmanuel. Just text me. Just call me, text me or call me. We'll figure this out. For Tino to 06, I know how you feel about buying a new car and you don't support it. No, here's the thing. If you're going to be buying a new car and you're going to be keeping it until that motherfucker falls apart, 150, 170,000 miles, no problem. The reason I say don't buy a new car is because 99% of people don't keep cars that long. If you're going to be buying a new car, keep it for as long as you can. That's not a problem. But if you're going to be buying a new car and you're going to be selling it 3 years later, hell, what was the point of buying it new if you're going to be selling it 3 years later? Fortunito, your Mercedes C43. I mean, You obviously got the money to buy, to buy a $55,000 car. You probably have the money to maintain it, because God knows you're gonna spend a lot of money maintaining it. God knows. Listen, Fortunito, let me ask you this: if you're trying to buy a fast car, a sports car, what's wrong with Supra? I can hook you up with Supra MK4, straight from Japan, right-hand wheel drive. What's wrong with I can hook you up with R34. You can get R35, great R35 with like 30, 40,000 miles, 2012 and up. I would actually buy only 2012 and up because their transmissions are better for $60,000. I mean, if you're going to be buying a sports car or a true sports car, buy best of the best. Ritz the Great. I want to buy a used 2013 Lexus for $22,000 at the Lexus dealership. Do you recommend I do a pre-purchase inspection? I have no idea how many miles it has. If it has like 35,000 miles or so, which probably it doesn't, then I will definitely do a pre-purchase inspection. But here's the thing, Ritz won the grade. Buddy, how many dealerships have you contacted? Have you contacted at least 50 dealerships before you start seriously considering one car? Um, Keith 94 still planning on the pre-purchase inspection, but does the car have a rebuilt title? Listen, if the car has clean title or rebuilt title, it doesn't matter. Pre-purchase inspection always, unless the car is just off the lease. If the car has like 35, 40,000 miles and it's a good, reliable car, like Lexus, Toyota, Honda, Hyundai, Mazda, then sure, I would skip the pre-purchase inspection because it's a brand new car pretty much. But if it's, if the car has 50, 60, 70,000 miles, definitely go for pre-purchase inspection. 2000 Von Bryson, Escalade, 70,000 miles, asking 3888, good deal. I don't know. I'm not a huge Escalade fan, but let me tell you this. How many dealerships have you contacted? Unfortunately, I don't have Google connected directly to my brain. Unfortunately, I wish I did, but I don't. So I don't know what's the market price on it. If the market price is 45 and you found one for 3888, fuck yeah, that's a good deal. But if the market price is 39 and you found one for $12 cheaper, probably not the best deal. Mr. Don, what do you think? 2016 Lexus LS460, 36,000 miles, rebuilt, title for $30,000. On a rebuilt title Lexus, I don't know. Hell no. Actually, let me tell it to you like this. Fuck no. Mr. Don, absolutely not. That's too much money. That thing should be somewhere around 20 grand. That's what you should be looking at. Absolutely not. Here's why, because I forgot how much I just found somebody LS 460 like a month ago or so. I forgot what the price was, damn it. So no, that's too much money. Um, Listen, you should, Mr. Don, you should be. I have no problem with rebuild title. I think it's a great option, especially on the Lexus. However, you gotta, Mr. Don, if you're looking at rebuild title, text me. I might have something a little special for you. I might hook you up with somebody who works directly with that area, and he can get a car directly from an auction directly to you. So just text me, okay? I'll work with you. Um, Linnea Samuelson. Sentra 2016. What are your thoughts? I realized the Altimas have crappy Renault transmission for a college student. You think Sentra has better transmission? You think Sentra is built better? A cheaper? You think a cheaper car is built better than the more expensive version? Why would you buy a Sentra when we have Hyundai, Kia, Honda, Mazda, and Toyota? I mean, I would go with Toyota over Nissan any day of the week. I'll go with the fucking Kia or Hyundai over Nissan. Thanks, Barry Surdix. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate the support. Tony Stanley. Thanks for all you do and the great advice you give. You're the best. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm not sure if I'm the best, but thanks, man. I appreciate it. Like, your support means a lot to me, guys. It really does. 2015 Cadillac Escalade. I've seen prices all vary. Don't know what makes market value. Von Bryson. Text me. Phone number is below the video. Text me. We'll talk in details exactly what you're looking for. Price, colors, trim levels, option, whatever you want. And we'll talk about exactly what you want. All right, guys. I'm signing out. This is Dan, motherfucking strong. And I'll see you